Hey everybody, this is Titanian. Figure I would try to do one a little bit live. This here is actually a live attack with DrHavok. Um, I didn't quite get in at the beginning, but it looks like he pulled the clan castle troops, and he's going to go with a looks like golems, witches, and some hogs as well as some wizards. So pulled the clan castle troops, took them out with a poison, as well as the queen. Starts to move in, taking out their queen and king, both heroes. Taking care of the expos, rages them up. Ooh, got a giant bomb in there, but that's not going to be too bad. As oh, there's another one with his other witches. But his witches looks like they survived. Taking out, we have single target infernos. We got a lot of damage in that core going into one place. Looks like going at the queen. Queen is now down, and we got a whole bunch of skellies. Hopefully they can build them enough that all those single point defenses will not be too big of a deal. However, the jump just finished, and this looks pretty tough, but those witches are really just cooking up those skeletons. Hopefully they can just beat through this core, and they've got quite a bit of it taken down. So we've only got about 3 left. Looks like there's a couple of witches doing their own thing towards the right, but at least they keep building some more skeletons and sending them in. Unfortunately, they keep going to the clan castle. So we got 50%, and we also got the town hall. So good job on that. That's a difficult base. We haven't gone up against too many single target infernos, so that's a tough decision in our place to decide whether we go with mass witch and try to, just build so many skeletons that we just don't have to, that we could just overtake all those single targets. But in this case, it looks like we ran into a couple of giant bombs, which may have slowed and lessened the attack. But either way, it was a great attack, and we have 10 minutes left in battle. So we have 74 to 65, and we have some good defenses. We had their number 1 only got 1 star, luckily, on Titanian. Barely missed it by 1%. We have their number 1 only got 2 stars on DrHavok. That's those are huge in helping us win, as well as these ones that are lower, where their lower people could not 3-star our Town Hall 9s. So I give props out to the Town Hall 9s who come in for us every day and just really do it for us. And so Titanian had a couple of good attacks today. We got a 6-pack here. We got a 3 on number 1 and 3 on number 2. Abby showed me a new strategy, or at least new to me, that kind of talks about, I think it's called the bully attack, and it's about how Town Hall 11 coming down to 3-star Town Hall 10s. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. I haven't written any of this stuff down, so I'm kind of winging it on this one. So with this here, there is just a mass of troops, which when I was doing this, my hands were shaking, and I was just like, my heart's pumping, didn't know what's going on. So I dropped my baby dragon up top, start funneling over there, dropped my golem, dropped my other wizards to start the funnel over there, so that my bowlers would know directly where to go and not start walking somewhere else. So they come in, king takes out their queen, we have the inferno on me, on the troops, and so we rage up, and I drop a heal because I knew that inferno tower would be gone quite quickly. Use the king's ability down south, drop a poison. I was a little bit worried up in here because of those loons, so used the Grand Warden ability And my queen finally finishes taking out those loons, which only leaves her and the Grand Warden at the moment to kind of clean up over there. But which was good because I actually took out a second air defense, which I didn't even think I would be taking out. So this was my second attack, by the way. And so drop my hound, drop some loons, brought a whole lot of haste to speed him through the base, drop my freeze to freeze up that Inferno Tower, haste again to get those balloons onto that Inferno Tower before it unfreezes, got a whole bunch of balloons in the core, moving across, drop down another haste to try to rush them. And at this point, I forgot that I even had my my last hound, and I saw that air defense taking out all those core loons, and luckily I didn't spam my loons, and I forgot I had 4 left, so I was able to drop a haste and get those 4 loons along with the hound to the air defense, as well as those other defenses. So they only have a couple of pieces left. One more archer tower. I did bring a couple of archers to help clean up as well. My last pup did not, or my last hound didn't pop, so I didn't have all the pups to clean up, but luckily I had enough time, and I still had my my archer queen ability, which I used right there on the king. And so at this point, my queen is busy with these little skeletons, and luckily my 4 loons went in, and there was plenty of time to go ahead and take out that the town hall as well as the clan castle. So that was a very nervous attack for me, but eventually I'll get better at it. So we got another live attack going on from Maggnuss on number 3. We're trying to get we're trying to 3-star every base so we can show them how it is done. So he pulls clan castle troops, drops a golem, starts the funnel with the wizards, drop the second golem, start doing the funneling with the wizards, and looks like we'll be going up the core with some Valks. Sorry, my throat's a little bit dry. So the wall breakers go in, king starts moving in, queen starts moving in. We've got bowlers, we've got Valks, we've got everything coming in. The jump spell goes down, rages them all up. They get hit by the giant bomb, but since they're Valks, they have many more hit points and didn't make much of a difference. They all start going into the core piece. Hopefully he has a heal or something for this area. I think he might have dropped that a little bit too high, but actually, nope, it looks like they're doing okay. I don't know, I can't quite tell how many, if he has any more Valks left. It does not look like it. So I think it would have been a little bit more important if he would have dropped that heal in the core with the rage, like straight in the core, so that it's just to keep all of those troops alive, as it had all those single point defenses just knocking at it. So at this point, doesn't really have much left to clean up with, and he still has some defenses out there. So I think we're going to end up with a high 2-star, not quite able to pull out a 3-star, but it was definitely a good shot. I think if we could have dropped that heal in the core instead, they might have lasted through the core in order to get out to the outside. Still might have been a little bit hazy looking at it, because they would still have to beat through the walls in order to get to those last defenses, and really who knows where they would have went. So good job on that though, Maggnuss. So I'm going to check out, this here was actually my first attack. I decided to attack number 2 instead at first. Usually I'll go 1 then 2. This time I decided to go 2 then 1. So I did the same strategy, dropped my golem, dropped some wizards, start doing the funnel, dropped a wizard on the other side to make sure that they don't walk that direction. As soon as those buildings are gone, I opened up the wall, get that golem moving, drop my king. The next place to go is just in. So bowlers go down, Grand Warden goes down, queen goes down, jump goes down. I should have dropped my poison at this point, but I didn't. I was again nervous and like, hey, this is my first time attacking like this. but dropped my rage instead, dropped the poison. They all made it through. I used the Grand Warden ability to keep them alive, and luckily those bowlers were able to get rid of that Inferno Tower just in time, just right before they died. And then my king still had the ability. He jumps into the core. I used the ability because I didn't want to mess around with those skeletons. And he takes out the they really did a good push on this. Took out the town hall. My queen decided to go through a wall, but it actually worked out well because it took out a second air defense, which I wasn't expecting. Hound went down. Sorry, loons went down. Took out one air defense. These air defenses were all towards the outside, so the loons kind of took them out really fast. We have the Inferno Tower. I wanted to kind of get my loons over to, but they decided to go in other directions instead. So I was just kind of dropping hastes, hoping that they would come back to the Inferno Tower. As you can see, there was 4 hastes right there. Luckily, that Inferno Tower went down. And if you look around, there is still no cleanup because all 3 hounds lived through everything that was there. So my loons, because those air defenses were so close to the outside, my hounds didn't have enough time to be attacked in order to pop. So I was actually really short on cleanup troops. As you see down here, this wizard, he wants to get into this gold storage, so he decided he's going to go ahead and bang on the wall. I've got 2 hounds here just kind of following around the king while the king beats up on my cleanup troops, which are the archers. This guy here is amazing because instead of hitting the gold, he wants to go after those skeletons who are hitting the hounds, and so he starts banging on a second wall instead of blowing up the storage unit. So luckily those loons were enough to move around. I was running out of time on this one. Looking back at it, I definitely probably would have brought less hounds based on what I was able to do there, and probably bring either some more loons or maybe some minions and stuff to help clean up at the end. So we have 1 minute left, and looks like number 2 is dropping down, trying to get a couple of stars. We're gonna go ahead and skip that one. It's not gonna make much of a difference. I want to get back. We have DrHavok here. Again, I haven't looked at any of these, so I'm just kind of going through them. So we have DrHavok going again with his, he loves that golems with mass hogs and some wizards. So I started doing a little bit of funneling without golems. I don't know if that was intended or not, but we'll go with it. We'll go with that it was intended. So drops the other wizards. He has both golems down. The clan castle gets pulled. They start moving out. The poison goes down, rages them up, gets those golems moving, trying to keep those loons away from his more units of bowlers and wizards and all that type of stuff. So core units go in. They take out the queen and king. Both of those are out. Hogs come across. It's got 2 heals left. You just dropped one of the heals. Keep them alive with the bomb, along with all those skeletons, and a whole lot of core defenses going on right there. So it was a great idea to. It's got that bomb tower, which he's going to hit by that bomb. They move through. He's just got a lot of hogs left. About 75% life. Oh, they looks like they just got a little bit of that heal spell left. Got a couple of bowlers taking out that town hall, and just a couple of defenses left. Looks like 1, 2, 3 archer towers. We've got the those hogs running a little low on them, but overall it was a really good attack. Those looks like I'm not sure what happened to that one archer tower. I think Bowler might have bounced his rock onto it. I'm not quite sure, or there might have been something else that happened there. So we got a couple of cleanup troops. Is King and those coming around, just cleaning up. Great job on that one, DrHavok. I'm gonna bounce out, and we have an ended war. So we missed it again. At least it wasn't by Titanian this time. For those that don't know, Magnus is my brother, so it kind of makes sense that he screwed it for us today. So, and let's go ahead and go on a couple of other these while we're at it. So we have Manolo, which was attacked by Thunderpants. Thunderpants went at this with a Golem, Wizards, and Valks. He went ahead and used a Hog to go and pull the clan castle troops. Started moving them over there. We got the poison goes down. 2 poisons go down. Try to get them all taken care of. Those all drop. Golem goes down. Wall breakers. Plenty of time to blow through the wall. Actually, he had some wall breakers as well in the clan castle, so it opened up the whole left side, top left side. Valks go down. Wizards come out. Valks work their way through the right side. Looks like the Wizards are starting to work through the left side. Luckily, that Golem just jumped over there and started taking fire instead of those Wizards. The Valks get a nice heal. They work through the walls, take out the king, as the queen is working on a couple of structures over there, and he does see he uses the queen's ability, takes out a couple of Teslas with that before she's taken out. Oh, right at the last moment. Over here, the Valks are still playing nice with everything else. They didn't get stuck on walls. They've been running through things pretty well. We still have 1 heal left. Probably going to use that right around now. Those Valks are starting to get really low. This is very scary for me. So just got that heal in the nick of time to save about 4 or 5 Valks. That was fantastic. If we would have had that heal drop just a little bit sooner and a little bit more to the south, you would have got both sets of Valks, and it would have been an extremely easy clean up and take out 3-star of the rest of the base. But either way, you still had 4 or 5 left, and they just worked right through it, and great job. What else we got here? We have a Schawei and UTK. Let's take a look at Schawei hitting up at number 6. So Schawei number 9 hit darinel. They're number 6. They have a pretty open base here. It looks like we tried to do the 4, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 lightnings on the Archer Queen. Unfortunately, just barely misses killing the Archer Queen. So she still is up. Looks like we're going with a Pentaloon on this one as well. So I think she went on a Pentaloon last war as well. So king goes down. The queen is taking out the CC. Unfortunately, that baby dragon takes out the king before the queen was able to take it out. So he's dead early. I don't think it makes too big of a deal. We've got 3 hounds over here already. Probably mostly because they have an Expo pointing up as well as that Archer Queen. Loons are starting to move over. It's actually good that he has that she put all of those hounds in that one area with all those defenses coming through. Actually dropped another hound, so we have all 4 in this one area. Did we have 5? I must have counted wrong when they were dropping. So we have a Seeking Airmine. Black one hits one of the hounds, which is good. We have the queen cleaning up behind. Haste on the loons, moves right through, gets the air defense, comes back for the wizard tower, and luckily has that haste still going, so they were able to race on to that expo. We have loons coming on the back end. We still have 1 loon left to use. We have the loons take out the last air defense, so now we just have a mass of loons as well as a hound, in order to, if he can get out there in front, take most of the damage. So that one pops, which is actually good because it gives them some more pups to clean up with. Drops the last haste, and those loons are done. Basically everything here is clean up. So great job on that, Schawei. we're going to call it for today. So great war, everybody. I look forward to seeing some more like this. Hopefully I can keep with the 6-packs, and maybe we can all pull out a couple of all 3 stars on all of them. So that would be fantastic to see. Great job, everybody, tonight, and you guys have a good one.